Hey, welcome to a special Practice Profit Report. This moment in time is turn, the calendar of the year, the years of your life, and on we go to another one. I wanted to send this to you well in advance of the end of the year. I often feel people wait until it's too late to start planning out the future. As a matter of fact, by the time the new year is here, it's not new anymore. So we want to get out ahead of the turn of the calendar. Today I'm going to hit you with 4 very specific and very tangible ways to be able to plan out 2026. As a matter of fact, this is exactly what I just finished doing with all of my Wealth Group Mastermind family. Actually, up in Woodstock Village, Vermont. It was an amazing place. It was a winter wonderland. And I would guide them through every December what we call the year-end, year-beginning creation of the future and the planning out of their dreams. So today, the bottom line is, first and foremost, the question is very simple. Every year, the calendar is the same. But you don't have to be. You don't have to be the same every year, 365 days, the days, the weeks, the months, the holidays, 12 months from today. If you're so lucky, you get to do it again. And that is turn. However, the big question is for you, what will be different? I always ask, number 1, what do you want more of? Number 2, what do you want less of? Number 3, what do you want none of? So in your mind right now, I want you to think about the last 12 months of your life and say, what did I love about it? What went well? What do I like? What do I want to keep doing? And then secondly, I want you to say, what do I not like? What didn't go well? Where did I feel stress, anxiety, distraction, delay? And how can we remove all of that? So first and foremost, you have to redefine success. The first thing, always, every year, is what is success of the future? It might be different than the past. It probably is. I don't like resolutions because resolutions means we're solving something from the past. As a matter of fact, what I like is future. I want you to envision success of your future, and that's the plan that we're going to create. Number 2, I want you to live out your bucket list. I call it reverse engineer your dreams. If you're going to reverse engineer your dreams, it's just like reverse engineering a patient's health. Their pathway to health is reverse engineered from a state of ideal. So if you were to define success, state of ideal, what will be different, next year versus last year, and then 1 year from today, build your bucket list. Outline, organize, get it done. And then from there, you now have to assign very specific goals for your practice. The goals are not what you think. It is not a number that you're going to achieve. In fact, it's a profit, or otherwise known as income that you want to create for yourself. How much will the practice pay you for doing the dentistry and for owning the business? 2 streams of income. 20 years ago, I wrote about this in the Dental Practice Shift, and that's what we're going to do today. So what is your earned and your invested income and wealth building from your practice? The second one is, what will your collections be? Once you have your profit target for next year, you then add your overhead and you now have your collection target. It's not an art, we're going to grow 10%. You can do that by raising your fees. We're going to achieve $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 million. No, that's all arbitrary goals. We want to decide, what is this practice going to be profitably worth to you, and therefore what are your collections? I outlined before what I call the magic number, which we're not going to go over, but that's how to determine an accurate income goal for your life. Next, you have to divide by the numbers of days. That means that you have to have the calendar 2026 figured out every single day. I have every single day, 365 days allocated for myself for 2026. Once you know your clinical days, you now know your dollars and your production. So clarity of success, future different than past, reverse engineered goals and bucket lists, creating the achievements that you want to have 1 year from today. then an income number, a prosperity number to support that, into your overhead, into your clinical days, into dollars and production. And then finally, we have the best part, which is the creation side. Okay, the creation side of your practice is by buckets. In order to achieve the goals, you have to have a diagnostic opportunity. Diagnosis is based on percentage of case acceptance you could expect. Typically, we want 3x. 3x your collections is your diagnostic goal. In order to diagnose, you have to figure out how many new patients do we want? How much treatment can I expect out of hygiene or reoccurring patients? If you're a specialist, you could do friends and family referrals. You could do continuation of care. How much do I have on the doctor's side? So you have hygiene bucket, doctor bucket, new patient bucket. You have your 3 R's, okay? Your retention, your reactivation, and your referral bucket, okay? And then finally, you're going to take and you're going to break down the pie chart of dollars. If you go into your software, you can look at last year, how much would our revenue from cleanings and exams, or from TMJ and sleep, or from wisdom teeth or implants, or whatever. How much was from general or restorative dentistry, from aligners, from surgeries, okay, from any specialty procedures. And what I want you to do is plan out your future as to where you want your gross practice numbers to come from based on your pie chart, procedurally breaking it down. Now, the more you have this masterpiece engineered, okay, the more apt you are to be successful. That's the deal. So I want you to visualize the crystal ball, reverse engineer the plan all the way back. Define success, okay, build the bucket list of the future, 12 months from today. Allocate every day, figure out your magic income number, reverse engineer that down to dollars per day, and then take that dollars per day, 2 to 3 or 4 or 5x into diagnostic goal. And that creation must come from sources of people and sources of procedures. And hey, there you have it. That's a master plan for the next 12 months of your life. Not more of the same, but dramatically different. What will serve you? What will be your bridge, your transition, your transformation to the future self? Year of prosperity, health, and everything you want. That's reverse engineered on every layer. I can't wait to see what you do with it. And I'll be back before the year's out. And then together we'll turn.